Hey, this is Brian with Bare Bones Entertainment. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves and your band?
Yes, my name is Justin, and we are GP.
I'm Dustin.
Joe.
So how you guys doing?
We're doing great. We played yesterday here at So What, and here we're just here to enjoy all the bands today and talk to some people. Yeah, schmooze a little bit.
So how did yesterday's set go for you?
It's great. We played to a nice little crowd, knocked out our set. We've been on tour for like 3 weeks now, so our set is pretty locked in, pretty tight with each other.
It's nice to wrap up the tour at this show.
Absolutely. It was the peak of the hotness, and it was right on my face.
Perfect weather.
So by the time we were done, we were all pretty soggy, but we definitely left it on that stage for sure.
Well, you know, fans love the sweaty hugs, so that always works out.
And I love
gave
giving
a lot
them.
of
I
those
love giving
yesterday.
them. I love giving them.
I don't sweat and I don't give hugs, so I was taking
Joe didn't.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be very nice.
The lucky one.
Yeah.
So how do you guys approach from being on like a longer tour and then that was more like club shows to doing a festival?
There was a lot of adjustments actually. First of all, playing on like backline gear and things like that was already its own set of adjustments. But actually, it was kind of a treat. Actually, it's bigger systems, bigger crowds, better time. It was really nice actually. You got to rise to the occasion a little bit. Outside is a little bit different than
It's very
a lot
different.
of indoor
Yeah,
clubs.
especially when the sun in your face.
All indoor clubs.
Makes the sound very different, but yeah, it's you rise to the occasion. It's not hard to play for a bunch of people and have a good time. So.
Yeah.
Do you guys adjust your set list and how you guys kind of come up with what you want to play on
Absolutely.
a smaller time?
Yeah, we totally did. As a matter of fact, we had been running the same 7-song set list for like the bulk of the tour, like 90% of the tour, like 17 shows, and then the last 2 shows we decided to switch it up just for the sake of this crowd. Our set would be a little bit shorter. We tried it out the night before, and then we decided on a different one, and then we played it. It went over great.
Yeah, it was actually a last-minute little change, but it went over real well at the end. So yeah, it's good.
You had some pretty good like crowd reaction and everything?
Totally. A whole lot of people who weren't there at the beginning. We caught a bunch of people, or I caught a bunch of people that were walking by probably to see one of the other bands, and they stopped and came to the front. That was really nice. Made a lot of friends.
That's got to be really cool for you guys to do like the festivals where people can walk around and then you see people stop because you guys grab their attention.
The way
Yeah.
this is set up too, it's perfect
Means
because
a lot.
that smaller stage is it's right in between those. So as
Yeah.
bands come in and come and go, it's like everyone gets. I don't know.
It's kind of built for that. You get cross traffic, and it's that's how you know that you found a new fan too. Somebody that hadn't heard you before. And that's what we're here to do right now. So it's
You
great.
guys have a good amount of people come up to you afterwards that hadn't heard you, some new faces?
A whole bunch. We met so many new people yesterday. I had a hard time.
overwhelming.
It was overwhelming. I had a hard time remembering a lot of names, and I'm usually really bad at that. So I'm trying to get better at remembering people's names and saying hi to them when I walk by them. But yeah, we met so many new people.
It turned into a really long day. It's a 20-minute set, but it was a long day.
Oh yeah. Still working all the way to the end.
And were you guys able to catch anyone that really stood out to you yesterday?
Envy on the coast.
Yeah, on the coast.
And on the coast, Fozzy is my boy. He killed it. The Envy on the Coast guitar player actually came to see us on our first tour date in New York, like 3 weeks back. And then I told him that we were playing the same festival, so we linked up and hung out and had some drinks and watched some of the bands afterwards. But their set was just clean and on point. It was incredible. We loved
Been
watching
waiting
them.
to see that for a long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
It's my favorite of the night for sure.
Mine too.
And then have you guys caught anyone today or still looking to catch someone later tonight?
Yeah.
Or do you guys have to head
Just
out?
got
No,
Sandbar.
we just saw Sandbar. They killed it. We're stoked to be talking to them more. We're doing a show with one of their side bands, Hail the Sun, at the end of April. Actually, a couple shows with them at the end of April, the same weekend, and that's going to be our EP release weekend.
festival.
Yeah, it's a festival.
Chon's on it.
It's a spring 2017 bash, something like that. I think that's the name of the festival.
Gilroy?
Yeah, in Gilroy. It's gonna be
Strawberry
a big
Girls.
show. Yeah.
Really good bands.
People keep an eye out for that one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's the EP release show?
Yeah, that's our EP release.
And what can you tell us about the EP?
Let's see. I think it's gonna be between like 6 and 8 songs. Dropping a music video at the end of the month for it, and then that weekend, the 27th, 28th, with Hail the Sun and the festival on the 28th. That'll be our release, and then we also have another EP that we're going to put out at the end of the year with a whole bunch of new music videos and singles. And then, yeah, just touring throughout the rest of the year.
Have you started playing some new songs? Are you saving them for the release? Or?
We're greedy. We want to play them. Anytime we have a new song, we just why would you want to hide it? It's like your newest creation.
actually-
You can feel out the crowd too.
Yeah.
Whether or not, like, how they're receiving it. Like,
Yeah, with the exception of yesterday, there was actually like a completely unfinished song that we had in our set actually for this whole tour. That you're just trying it out in different crowds and different little parts and making little changes day to day, and it's actually really fun to do. And the crowd seems to receive it well too. They kind of like seeing that stuff even when it's in progress. So I kind of like that the live element.
You've had some good reactions to the new music then?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than the old music, which I think that's usually a good sign.
Shows you're headed in the right direction.
You're
Absolutely.
hopefully in the right direction. Exactly. Yeah.
And I know you mentioned that you're closing up the tour at this festival and everything. And Blue Bad Scene, was this your first national tour?
Yeah, first national
So what was
tour.
that like for you?
Yeah.
Wonderful. We've done a bunch of short West Coast DIY tours that we set up ourselves. At the very longest, 14 days, and this one was like 20 some odd days. So, I mean, it's not too much of a stretch, but we were definitely covering a lot more ground.
In fact, it started in New York.
Yeah, we started in New York, so we drove across the country to begin the tour.
Right.
And at the very end of it, we're not at each other's throats. It's awesome. We're actually,
yeah, we want it to continue.
yeah, I don't want it to end. It's been
a blast.
wow, it's been a blast for sure.
That's definitely a good sign for the band.
Yeah.
That you guys are
it's
still
a lot
getting
of
along
fun.
after the
Hell
tour.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
And was that a lot of new markets then?
Almost all new markets. Yeah, I'd say the only.
Yeah, we were supporting these guys in Avion Row with Epitaph and Eclipse of
they're
Breeze
on-
with Stasik, and they were the bands to see. We were just the openers. It was a fresh crowd for us almost every night, and that was kind of its own challenge. Really nice to try to win them over. So
Yeah,
Well, it's got to be a lot of
Gotta
fun
break
for you
in.
guys
yeah,
Absolutely.
it's been so fun.
such a blast.
to be able to see like a lot of new faces all over then and build all these new connections with
Yeah,
fans.
totally. We've made so many new friends. Again, the meet. Trying
overwhelming.
It is overwhelming trying to remember all these names that I meet in different states and different promoters and try to remember all their names. Aside from them being in my phone and my email, it's like we've met so many new people.
Good people too.
Really good people.
musicians.
Hell yeah.
Great bands, great people who love bands. Yeah, it's been a great time.
I know you guys mentioned that you have quite a bit going on still after this, but you're going to have some moments to rest a little bit.
I should hope so. I certainly hope so.
At least a couple days.
It definitely takes a lot of energy to do any of the things that
There'll be
involve
no
being
alarms set.
no alarms.
When I get home, there will be no alarms set, and I'm sleeping for as long as I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna find something to watch, binge watch, at least for. At least
There
for a
you
day
go.
or two.
Find a couple shows to binge
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
and just rest for like a week.
Definitely makes it really easy to
It sure
find a
does,
lot of
man.
shows.
One day you're bust through like 12 an entire season and a half.
Yeah. Wonder where the sun went.
No dudes around either, just by myself.
No dudes.
No dudes.
No band
That's
dudes.
Good. That's
No
No
band
loud
dudes.
music.
Priority
Let's just
one when
turn
you
the
get
volume
home.
down
Get rid of
and
all
watch my
dudes.
stories.
Get rid of all the dudes.
Oh, is there anything else you guys would like to say to your fans out there?
What's up? We're stoked to be here at So What, and we're going to be putting out a lot of stuff over the next year, this year.
Lots
Watch
to
out
look
for
forward
it.
to.
Watch out for it.
Tune to the socials.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you got
Appreciate
it.